live, and today we have my sister Melissa. So today she's gonna show you guys how to make tinga, tostadas de tinga. Tostadas de tinga means tostadas de tinga. So it's tostadas. If y'all know what tostadas is, Google it. It's tostadas. And it's like a hard corn tortilla. It's like technically like super deep fried. And then tinga is like this shredded chicken with chipotle sauce on it. So that's what tostadas de tinga mean. What the heck are you doing? So I hope you're looking here and not over there the whole time. You're a little retarded talking about looking the.
Can we start it over?
What do is she's just washing the chicken and placing it in a big pot.
That way when you are ready to add your water, it won't overflow. Okay, so now what we've done is we have covered the chicken all the way to the top. There is nothing in here yet. We are going to put it either high, any number that's high. We want to add garlic powder, a generous amount. Keep in mind that we do have a lot of chicken in here, so there's going to be a lot of seasoning in here. To this, you're also going to add some salt.
We don't have regular salt. We only have pink Himalayan, so that's all we use in this house.
And you also want to give a generous amount of again. There's a lot of chicken in here. Okay. And then we're also going to get an onion. And we're going to cut this, the ends off. We're going to peel it. Also, my sister will be able to go back and watch this video so she learns how to make it herself.
Well, I can't do this because I'm on that keto diet.
Yeah, right.
I'm on a meal plan, but for today, I'm gonna have a cheat meal.
Okay, so once you have it already peeled, you want to cut this in, well, you want to slice it in four. You're not really cutting all the way down. You're kind of doing halfway, so that's the onion.
Opens like a flower.
It's not really, yeah, I guess. But when you put it in, you want to put it with the cut facing down so it opens up and it gets all the flavors in there. So this is ready. This is the whole base of it. So we're just going to let it finish cooking. This is going to finish cooking for about an hour. I'll show you how to make sure when the chicken is ready. So first things first, the thing about Mexicans is we never measure anything. So you're just gonna have to like watch to see how I do it. So this is, I guess, about a cup. It's not full, so it's not quite a cup, but I am gonna put several of these in.
No, that's 2 cups.
Oh, okay, this is 2 cups. We're just washing it since my sister doesn't have a strainer. I'm just gonna take out all the excess water.
Access?
Yeah.
Excess?
Oh yeah, that.
So you want to put it on 7.5.
Yeah, you can put either 7.5 or 8. It doesn't matter because this needs to start heating up.
So to this pot, we're gonna add some oil.
Okay. So again, don't ask me how much is in here. I just add, and we're gonna add as it goes if needed. So we want to make sure that this is pretty hot when we add the rice in. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and cut another onion. Since we are making white rice, this is gonna be very different than the orange rice that we usually make.
Oh, I have a papa too and a carrot.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to peel this onion, and I'm going to chop it up. It's not, I don't want it to be too fine because I'm not going to use this whole entire onion. This is just going to give it some flavor. Okay. So this is all I'm going to add.
Sure, you better add more. I'm an onion. Oh, for the.
Yeah, it's just for the flavor. It's not like, you see now it starts to sizzle. Yeah, this isn't like part of the rice. It's just like the flavoring of it. So we're gonna go ahead and mix that. And we're going to let the onion let all of its juices out.
Are you gonna take the onions out?
No, I'm gonna leave the onions in here. We don't want the onion to get black. We just want it to be a nice golden color. It's still gonna be a little bit white. Okay, so we're gonna let that finish cooking as I start peeling the. For the carrots, it just depends on how big of an amount you are going to make of rice. I'm gonna start off with 2 and then just kind of go from there.
Isn't this like a Salvadorian one?
No.
Really? Yeah. So didn't your suegra made one like that? A white rice with papa or something?
I don't think so. This I just like to add whatever to my white rice. Did you buy cilantro?
Yeah, it's in the bag. It was in the bag. So my sister's married to a Salvadorian. I'm gonna ask her some questions. Does Caleb make you cook him Salvadorian food?
No.
Like any type of dish?
No. He asked me for Mexican food.
What is the Salvadorian dish you know how to make?
Eggs and beans with cheese.
That's it?
Yep. I don't cook Salvadorian food. I don't know.
What else do they cook? I know they make pupusas.
I don't know how to make pupusas, but you remember how I make the, what are they called again?
Empanadas?
Empanadas. I don't have like the, sorry Willow, I don't have the actual tortillera thing to smash them. So I did them kind of like
gorditas?
Like a gordita, but you know how the gorditas, you open them in half? Well, these didn't, so they almost looked like pupusas. So I guess that kind of like is a half point. Okay, so when your onion looks like this, you see how the edges kind of getting golden. That's kind of when you want to start adding your rice. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it. We don't want to waste.
One thing about Melly, she is a rice fan.
I am. When we were younger, you remember, I always made different dishes with rice. I love to experience in the kitchen. So I would make.
You didn't marry a Chinese guy.
I used to do like rice with huevo, egg, rice with banana, rice with
one thing about
chicken.
One thing about the rice and banana. Have you guys ever ate that? It's Mexican rice, but I'm talking about the orange one.
Yeah, like the homemade Mexican.
Yeah, the homemade
rice.
one with slices of banana and some lime juice.
Yes, everyone always says that they don't like it. They're like, oh, I've never tried it. Or they say different things about it, like, oh, that sounds nasty. It's really good. You guys need to try
it. A lot of people say it's gross, like just by the sound
but you have to try it in order for you to say if you like it or not, because it's very, very good. That's how we all grew up.
Didn't mommy make it one time with melon?
Yeah.
Pieces of melon. I don't like it with melon.
I don't either.
But I prefer it with banana.
Banana's very good. Oh yes. Like if you're like, okay, there's nothing to eat, but you see that there's some rice, then you just make yourself a bowl of rice with bananas.
Hashtag
exprimir limón.
Hashtag on a budget.
For real.
Dish.
Okay, so here what we're doing, again, we're doing the white rice. So all we're gonna do is just mix this up. You don't want it to stick to the pot, to the bottom of the pot. So you're just gonna keep
mixing
it until it starts to kind of get a little bit of color in it.
Like a light brown, right?
Yeah, because this is white rice and we're not.
What is that, Willow? Sorry, we're kind of babysitting. We have some dogs. They're our dogs. They're playing. They got reunited.
Yes.
Brother and sister.
I have the sister. My sister has the brother. Okay, so because we're not doing the orange rice, I don't want it to get too dark or too golden. So I'm just gonna do it just enough to where it has a little bit of color in there. So while this is cooking, also you want to keep stirring it. Like leave it for a few seconds and just kind of stirs, because again you don't want it to stick. And then as we go, you will start to see if you need more oil or not. So as of now, I'm just going to mix and keep stirring until it starts to form more color. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping up these carrots. I hate
chopping them, right?
Yeah, chopping it.
They go everywhere.
I hate chopping them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. They go everywhere. They're very stiff. Oh, I just not a fan of. Okay, so if you can see now, the rice has turned a different color now. If you see, it has some color in there. So this is when you want to start adding your water and the rest of the stuff. So me, the way I do it is I love to use chicken broth when I'm making my rice. So you want to add so however much rice you have, you want to add half of the amount that you have rice in, if that makes any sense. This did not take long to cook, by the way. It took, what, about 6 minutes or so. So the reason why you don't want to add it all the way to the top, just half, because now you're going to fill the rest up with water. And I'm gonna turn the heat down some
to medium,
just for me to finish adding the rest of the stuff that I'm gonna add. And it's also going to start boiling. When it starts boiling, then we're gonna put the heat on low. Okay, so once we got our vegetables in there, we're gonna add some garlic powder into this. You wanna add maybe about 2 to 3 squirts of it.
This is what you need if you're Mexican. Caldo con sabor de pollo.
Yes, and there's 2 different versions of it. You can get this one or you can get the one that has tomato in it. It's up to you. But for this one, since we're making the white rice,
this gives your rice and your food
of flavor.
A lot of flavor, guys.
Yes. So again, a lot of seasoning going in here, but it's good. Okay, so then to this, you just want to add some salt You want to add the salt at the end because there's a lot of seasoning already in here. So I didn't add a lot. We're gonna start tasting as we go. We're gonna go ahead and mix this up. Okay. So now to this, I also want to go ahead and add a tomato in here. This tomato, there's not a perfect or a bad way to cut it. This is just going to add flavor. So you can cut it as you want. You can make big slices. You can make smaller slices. It's up to you. This is just for the flavor. So again, there's no right or wrong. Like if I wanted to, I could just throw it in, you know, like, you know. So again, we are just going to mix, and then we're gonna add some cilantro. To that, we are going to add some cilantro. I always like to curl my cilantro. It's definitely a lot easier to just chop up. Again, no right or wrong, just chop. And then all of this is going to go in here.
And believe it or not, cilantro does give your food flavor.
It gives this a lot of flavor. So now we're just going to taste this, see how this tastes like. So now to this, we want to put it, I put it between 2 or 3. Put a lid on it and let it do its thing.
So about how many minutes? Like 20?
It depends. It can be between 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll check it back again in 15. When we come back to check on it, we're not gonna open the lid. We're just gonna twirl it. What it'll do is it'll get all the heat. So it'll start to create all these little water bubbles in here. So when you just turn the lid like this, it'll clear up and you'll be able to see if the rice is ready or not. So this is how the chicken is looking like. It smells very good in here. In the meantime, what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and start cooking our tomatoes for the sauce of the tinga. So here we are boiling tomatoes in this case. We have 6 tomatoes. Usually it's about 3 if it's for 2 to 3 people. But because we're having more people over, we're gonna do 6 tomatoes. You're gonna bring that up to a boil. When this tomato skin starts kind of to open, you'll turn it off and then we will blend this. For the rice, you see how it has all these little water bubbles in here? We're just gonna turn it and now you can start seeing the rice a lot clearer. It's not ready yet. It will take a few more minutes and then we'll check back up on it.
Alright you guys, so the tomatoes are done.
Yeah, so to this is the 6 tomatoes and I added just a little bit of water. We're gonna add as we go. To this, we're going to add our chipotle peppers. Let's see. I do everything as I go, just taste wise. I can't tell you, I'm gonna add 9, you know, I can't do that. So far in here I have about 5. And you can add as much or as little as you want. I like mine spicy, so we all like our spicy. So we just don't add. I lost count, so if you guys were counting, then great. Okay, and you can also add a sauce in there. Okay.
You might as well add the whole pan.
To add garlic powder. And we're going to also add a good chunk of salt because this is going to be our sauce for the chicken. Okay. So now we're going to blend this. You can also add onion in here if you wanted to. I don't really feel like it, so I'm not going to.
And we made some refried beans, guys. Just any refried beans in a can.
Yeah, to this I just add some water.
A little bit more salt.
And some salt in here as well. I have it on low, maybe about 2 or 3. I'm gonna check on the rice again. I'm just gonna give it a nice little twirl to the lid. It's almost ready.
Here's our chicken.
I'm gonna check the chicken to see how it is. Yep, our chicken is ready. Yep. So you can tell when the chicken is ready if you poke a fork through it. If you feel like it's too tough, like the fork is just not going in, then it's not ready. But this case, you know it's ready because it's going in pretty easily and it's also tearing off.
All right, you guys. Here's a tinga. She shredded the chicken breast and she just added the chipotle mixture from the blender inside the this pan. And she has the meat on number 7. So that's like medium heat or medium high heat. And she's gonna let this kind of bubble up. And then we'll show you guys how to prepare your tostada de tinga.
So now I'm gonna grab my tostada. This is optional, the frijoles. You can do it with or without frijoles. I'm just gonna put a thin layer of frijoles on here. Okay. And then I am going to add the tinga. All I did was shred my chicken and I put the sauce on there. So then you're just gonna add your chicken. And I'm gonna put some lettuce that I shredded. And to this, you can add crema and queso. I don't like that, so I'm gonna leave mine like this. You can also put avocado on here. And then we're gonna get some rice that we made. And there we go. There you have it. That's your tostada de tinga and some rice.
Alright guys, so that's how you make tostada de tinga. I hope you guys try this recipe. It smells really good and it also tastes really good. So thanks for watching. Make sure to always like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rivera Family of 5. Until next time, bye.